The universality of Islam is not uniformity, is a unity with diversity. There is an accepted diversity as for the text when we are within the limits of the potential interpretations and not changing something which was part of the Islamic tradition or the Islamic principles. So this is where we are speaking about bid'ah, which is innovation. Innovation is not in al-mu'amalat, is when we speak about the creed, al-aqidah, when we speak about al-ibadat, so the worship, what are the principles of Islam, and the prescriptions, when something is haram and something is halal. La nuhallil haram wa la nuharrim halal, which means we can't, in the name of a free interpretation, come with something which is haram and say it's halal, or come with something which is halal and say it's haram. So we have to be very cautious with this.
Asas kita ialah berpegang kepada Al-Quran dan Sunnah Nabi SAW. Akidah yang sahih, yang tidak bercampur dengan syirik, menegakkan tauhid, beribadah dengan ibadah yang sahih, yang tidak dicampur aduk dengan perkara-perkara yang diada-adakan, beribadah dengan nas dan dalil, kemudian hidup di dalam muamalah ini bergantung ataupun berteraskan nas-nas umum Islam. Kemudian di kalangan golongan yang nak kepada sunnah itu sendiri, kadang-kadang mereka berbeza pendapat dalam beberapa hal, namun teras mereka tetap kitab dan sunnah.
This is the sense of diversity, the accepted diversity, that you can't, in the name of your interpretation, deny the fact, for example, that someone could have another interpretation. So we have scholars saying music is haram, but we have other scholars saying no, it's not haram. It depends which kind of music, but no one can say the other is less or more Muslim than me. And this is something which is the starting point of a mindset. The road of Islam, the road of faithfulness to the Islamic principles is very wide, and there are different ways to walk on that road.
In fact, Ibn Qayyim Al-Jawziyya in I'lam al-Muwaqqi'in has a chapter entitled The Prohibition of Calling a Fatwa the Ruling of God. The prohibition of calling a fatwa the ruling of God. The fatwa is a personal opinion of a mujtahid in attempting to understand the intention of a text. Moreover, the fatwa was known and understood to be specific, in many cases to time and place. This is another aspect of fatwas that are rarely understood even amongst people that are trained in classical Islamic education. The Hanafi school believes that the place actually affects the ruling. So if you're in England, there are certain rulings that would be permissible here that might not be permissible in another place. Other scholars argue no. But these are the differences of opinion and the nuances. This is another aspect. The Muslims have always recognized diversity and difference of opinion.
Kata Hasan Al-Banna rahimahullahu ta'ala, nata'awanu ala mattafaqna alaih wa nata'adzaru ba'duna ba'da fima ikhtalafna fi. Kita ini bekerjasama dalam perkara-perkara yang mana kita sepakati, dan kita maafi dalam perkara yang kita berbeza.
وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ لَجَعَلَكُمْ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً. If God had willed, He would have made you one community. So He wanted also the diversity beyond your religion, beyond your language, beyond your culture. And this is where, as Muslims, you have to deal with this as a challenge. Diversity is a challenge, but it's the school of humility. It's the school of being committed to your principles and to spread peace, because at the end of the day, the diversity is the risk of war, the necessity of diversity and mutual respect. And by getting this, we have a sense of humility. Try to be a good Muslim, not by judging the difference with your brother and sister, but to understand that he is your brother, she is your sister, with the same principle but different take on the text.